Hey everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video here at Buzz the Noob. I am Buzz the Noob, and on my channel we are going to be talking about how to be the best tank you can be in World of Warcraft. Full disclosure, I am not a Mythic Raider. I currently don't have a Raider IO score of 1200, and I currently don't have the time to do that because I'm a father of 6 kids. I don't even remember how many kids I have. That's awesome. However, I don't think any of that should keep me from being able to help the majority of the WoW population out, the majority of the tanking population out. So, with that out of the way, what are we here for today? Well, we're here to learn the basics of tanking. And the basic of tanking is, what is my role as a tank? So here it is. As a tank, you are the person who is tanking and holding all the attention of all the enemies in the game world. That's the easy part. However, you are also the de facto group leader. You control the flow of the dungeon or raid. You have to have a knowledge of what is coming up and what is happening. You are responsible for knowing what needs to be kicked, what doesn't need to be kicked, what needs to be pulled, and what can be skipped. In short, you are the brains of the group. Don't worry too much though, as we will cover it all on this channel. However, be ready for all of these responsibilities when you start tanking. It can be daunting, but frankly I think it is more fun than any other role in the game. If you are new to tanking or new to WoW or in general or even both, then I know that all of that sounds like a lot. But again, that is what we are going to be discussing here on Buzz the Noob. How we do all of these things. And so we will be talking about dungeons, raids, and Mythic Plus, as well as anything else we can think about to help each other out, which is going to include WoW UI setups and all that other fun stuff, peripherals, anything we can think about. But now that we have a rough idea of what a tank is, we need to briefly discuss the different tank classes there are and what they are best at. I will be making in-depth videos for each class in the following weeks. This is just a primer for you to get ready for those. Protection Paladin, my personal favorite, and main since Wrath of the Lich King. Protection Paladins are the group tank. They are the Swiss Army knife of tanks. They can do everything. We can heal, we can bubble, we can immune, we can CC off abilities from bosses. Protection Paladins are great at helping their groups out. You need to off-heal a little bit? Off-heal. You need to do a little more DPS? Pop your wings. It's awesome. It's tons of fun. Again, the Swiss Army knife of the tanking world. Protection Warriors. They are the current damage kings. They excel at AoE damage and have great defensive abilities to keep them from taking damage, both melee and magical. They did just get some nerfs in 8.2. It's only a couple weeks in right now, so their AoE damage may change up a little bit. They may not be quite as good, but they're still really, really strong, especially in the Mythic Plus world. Blood Death Knights, the self-healing gods and kings of ad control. You don't want to bring a healer with you? Bring a Blood Death Knight. You don't need it for yourself. Now, they are only self-healing gods, okay? They don't have any group heals, which is a little unfortunate. But when you need to be an ad tank at a specific location, you cannot miss by being a Blood Death Knight. You need to take that ad specifically away from that boss, you grip him away. You need a whole group of ads away from a boss, you grip him away. It works. They're awesome. Tons of fun. I really like my Blood Knights. Brewmaster Monk. If you like to move, the Brewmaster is where you go. Arguably the best mobility of any tank there is. Arguably with only the Vengeance Demon Hunter probably still coming in second, but hey, it's fun. If you want to delay damage, you go with Brewmaster. They've got their stagger ability is awesome. It's super overpowered. You have the smoothest damage of any tank in the class, of any tank class there is. These guys are the kings of progression raiding. If you want to be a serious progression raider, you go with the Brewmaster Monk. You will get a spot in a raid group because people want you. Vengeance Demon Hunter. Currently, they're considered the weakest of the tanks. They have been basically since they came out. It's a little unfortunate because they are so much fun to play, and they can do so much stuff. They've got great self-heals. They can pull huge groups of mobs. They've got mobility, again, that's only rivaled really by the Brewmaster Monk. But, again, a little weak on the defensive abilities. But so much fun to play, okay? And hey, if you're a little behind, you're just getting in, you don't have flying yet, Vengeance Demon Hunter is great because A, you start at 98, so you don't have a lot of levels to get, and B, if you don't have flying, you don't need a Goblin Glider because you've got your own wings. It's awesome. Guardian Druid. Most hit point of any tanks in the game. Hit points are great for tanks to keep us alive. They are important. Maybe not the most important thing in the world, but they are. That is a metric that's really good. They also have good mobility, not only for themselves with their dash ability, but also for their party with Stampeding Roar. They're one of 2 tank classes that brings a battle res, and they've got tons of tricks up their furry little sleeves. Bear tanks are the quintessential meat shield. They're extremely hard to kill, and the playstyle is not my favorite, but they are great all-around tank. That, in a quick nutshell, is our 6 specs that we have to choose from as of 8.2. We will not see another tank class for sure, at least until 9.0, and maybe not even then. There's talk of a Tinker class coming out, but that's what it is. We'll see what happens with that in the future. All the specs are viable in most content, though of course some are a little better than others when it comes to pushing the top end content. As I go into each spec in their own videos, I will discuss what makes some of them better or worse, and give a suggestion or two on what, in my opinion, they are missing. Again, thank you for coming and wanting to learn more about tanking. Please like this video if you did, and also subscribe for more content. I will be putting out a video every week on Saturdays, and so I'll be putting out different videos every week. We are going to start with the deep dive into each class, which is going to talk about best in slot, gearing, what each spec's good at, talent choices. We're going to go real deep in each one of those class videos. Okay, those videos are probably going to be considerably longer than this one. You can also catch me every night, not every night, but most nights over at my Twitch stream, which will be linked down in the I don't know where to put my hand. in the section below us, details section below us. So please follow me over there at Buzz the Noob, and thank you. Have a good day.